Hey YouTube, Omar here. This is video number 3, and this is my MLB playoffs preview. So, as you mostly know, if you are an MLB fan, the Boston Red Sox blew the beef. Don't know what to say. Their collapse was even worse than the Mets, I believe, and the Tampa Bay Rays ended up winning that that wild card from the American League. So, what do I think of Terry Francona? Obviously, a lot of news coming out right now that he's gonna be on the way out as the manager of the Boston Red Sox, and I agree. I mean, unfortunately, in my opinion, it's not really his fault. Obviously, there's been some controversy, some things about him drinking in the clubhouse and stuff like that. But I think he's a great manager. I don't think they should fire him, but do I think they will? Yes. Anyway, let's talk about the teams that are in the playoffs. So you get the Tampa Bay Rays, and they are obviously won the AL wildcard, as I said, and they'll be playing the Texas Rangers in a 7-game series starting tonight at 5:07 p.m. on TBS. Now, this is a pretty interesting development. Of anybody that the Rays could start in Game 1, they start Matt Moore, a relief pitcher who in the season had one hold, a 2.89 ERA, pitched last on the 22nd against the Yankees, pitched 5 innings, got 11 Ks, so obviously a good game there and did not give up a run. The Rangers, of course, sending out C.J. Wilson. And who do I think will win this series? Well, I think both teams have pretty good players, pretty good hitting. In terms of the Rays, have Evan Longoria, and what's his name? They have Zobrist, they have Evan Longoria, and the Rangers have Josh Hamilton, Nelly Cruz. But who do I think will win this series? I think the Rangers take this series in 6 because of their superior pitching. I really think the Rangers have the edge in pitching in this series. I mean, the Rays will send out David Price for Game 2, which will, of course, be a tough matchup against the Rangers. But I think the Rangers will win this Game 1 tonight, and I think they'll win the series in 6 games. They're at home tonight. And the other AL series, you got the Detroit Tigers, who won and finished, I believe, third in the AL, and in terms of the third best division winner, and they'll face the second best division winner of the Yankees. And tonight at 8:37 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS, I really suggest that you tune in because it is going to be one of the best pitching matchups of the season, as you get Justin Verlander going out there. Verlander, of course, obvious Cy Young in the American League, maybe even an MVP, and he's a pitcher. 24-5 with a 2.40 ERA this year and 250 strikeouts. And then for the Yankees, you have CC Sabathia, 19-8, 3 ERA, 230 strikeouts. And both these pitchers haven't pitched in a while. Verlander hasn't pitched since the 24th, and Sabathia hasn't pitched since the 21st. Keep in mind, this is the 30th. And purely there is where I'm going to take the Tigers to win this game. But as much as I hate to say it, because I'm a Yankee hater, Met fan all the way, but I think the Yankees will take this series in 7 games. I think it'll be a very close series because the Tigers will match the pitching, but I don't think they can match the bats of Detroit, and I think it'll be the Rangers and the Yankees in the AL championship. So Saturday, the games will start at 2:07. NL playoffs go first. It's the Diamondbacks and the Brewers. Now the Diamondbacks won the wild card, I believe. No, the Diamondbacks won the wild card, I believe, or maybe it was the Brewers. No, Diamondbacks won the division. The Brewers won the wild card. The Braves also blew the wild card this year, and that opener at 2:07 tomorrow on TBS, and it's going to be Ian Kennedy, who had a quiet 21-4 season with a 2.88 ERA and he'll be facing up against Giovanni Gallardo, 17-10, 3.52 ERA. The Brewers are at home for this matchup. I like the Brewers in this game, and I like the Brewers in 5 games. I don't think this is much of a competition. I think the Brewers have great bats, and the Diamondbacks are just not going to be able to compete. They're definitely going to compete in this first game, though. You always compete when you send Ian Kennedy to the mound. At 5:07 on TBS, the other NL matchup, which will be the Cardinals and the Phillies. Cardinals won their division. The Phillies did too. The Phillies had the best record in the league, and they're being sent out Roy Halladay, who's 19-6, against Kyle Loesch, who's 14-8. I say Phillies in 6. If it was up to pitching, I'd say the Phillies sweep, but I really like the Cardinals' bats. I think the Cardinals' bats will keep them in this series, at least for a little bit, and we'll see what can happen with this first round. I will be back probably tomorrow at some point. What's today? Friday? So maybe not tomorrow, but at some point I will be bringing you a video, hopefully, you know, before the series get too far in, just kind of recapping what has happened and what I think is going to happen. So enjoy the opening of the MLB playoffs tonight, and see you tomorrow, maybe, for an NFL preview, hopefully. See ya.